All right, so let's have a look at these plans. What actually is Shopify offering us? Now, to get to the plan, it's not going to be that difficult because, as you've seen, the entire time we've got select a plan in our face. No mistake there. So all you got to do is click on the select a plan button. And here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it all into one page. So I hope you can see that nice and clearly. Now, what we have is the $29 a month plan, the $79 a month plan, and the $299 a month plan. Now, these different plans are going to reflect your situation or potentially your customer's situation. All right. So obviously your eye is drawn immediately to the price, but there is a little bit more to it than that, okay? So first of all, the transaction fees. That's a 2% transaction fee, okay, here on the 29-month plan, 1% on the 79-month plan, and 0.5% on the 299 plan, okay? Now, if you do the maths, basically on this one here, if you're making over $5,000 a month in sales, which is, a very modest store, then you'd be better off with the 79-month plan because you get to save on the transaction fees. Equally, as you go forward to this 300, as you get bigger and bigger, the transaction fees are going to get less and less. Just in case you're wondering, the transaction fee is the fee that you are going to pay Shopify. All right. You may have other fees. I talked about Shopify payments before, but basically you may have other fees that you're going to have to pay, say PayPal, for example, but these are the fees that you are going to pay Shopify. All right. Now, the second thing to look at is staff accounts. And these are accounts that, let's say individual logins for people. So if you're a small business just starting out, 2 staff accounts, in other words, you and somebody else, it's probably going to be fine. But if you're running a big business, then you're going to need an awful lot more. And here we got 15. All right. The next thing to think about is the shipping discount. And this relates to buying and printing shipping labels, okay, as you can see when we hover over the little information bubble there. Now, if you're doing drop shipping, for example, and you're not involved with shipping labels, then this is not going to be relevant. But if you're running your own store, selling your own products, then this may be relevant. And so Shopify gives you an increased discount on your buying and printing of shipping labels as you go towards the more important plans. Now, the last thing is I just want to draw your attention to the text here, okay, in each one of these things. So this one is like just start selling your products on your secure and beautiful online store. Okay, fair enough. This one talks about getting more sales with features like gift cards, professional reports, fraud analysis tools, and abandoned cart recovery. Now, in my opinion, this one is the most important, the abandoned cart recovery, okay? Because 2/3 of people, believe it or not, when they get to the checkout will leave without actually paying. And abandoned cart recovery is a massive part of e-commerce. Now, this abandoned cart recovery system built into it, okay? But that doesn't mean that on this cheaper plan that you can't install an abandoned cart recovery app, okay? We're going to talk about apps shortly, but basically as an add-on afterwards, if you buy this 29 plan, you can still get an abandoned cart recovery. Now, also in my experience, it's very difficult to find a free abandoned cart recovery, or a good one at least. So there's going to be an additional cost over here for abandoned cart recovery. So, arguably, by the time you've added in the abandoned cart recovery here, there's not much difference between perhaps these two plans. You also get the fraud analysis, which is quite nice. It's basically, enables you to assess prior to actually dispatching an order whether this is potential fraud, which is obviously also a big deal in e-commerce. And then you get gift cards and professional reports, which, in my opinion, nice to have, but not necessarily essential. And then as we move to the big one here, we've got an advanced report builder and third-party calculating shipping and all kinds of stuff here. So let's just step back from all of that just for a moment. Because as I said right at the beginning, it depends so much on your situation. So my advice is that if you are a solopreneur, a one-man band, right, let's say, and you're just getting started in e-commerce, I would go for this 29-month plan, all right? And if you're advising somebody who's also in that situation, I would go with the 29-month plan, okay? If you're somebody who is already got, let's say, quite a bit of experience in e-commerce, you know a lot about it, you know that your Shopify store is going to be a success, pretty early on because you've got a ton of experience behind you, then I would go straight for the $79 plan, quite frankly, all right? And if you're clearly a big, well-established business, you're going to go over here to the $299 plan, all right? So those are your three options. Now, the other thing that you need to know is that all of these you can upgrade to and also downgrade from at any time. So let's say you take basic Shopify at 29 and then you think, do you know what? I really want that abandoned cart recovery tool available in the 79-month plan. You can simply upgrade. Or the other way around. You buy this and then you think, no, it's too expensive, yeah? Because I'm aware that $79 a month for a lot of people, that can be a big deal, yeah? I'm fully aware of that. So you might think, well, that's too expensive, I'm going to downgrade. So you can do all these things, yeah? It's a very, very nice, flexible system. So have a look at those, think about your situation or the customer that you're advising, their situation, and choose one of the plans. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the 79-month plan, all right? So I'm going to choose this plan, and then, it's just a question of putting in your credit card details. Now, what I would say for the billing cycle, I don't really see any reason why you would go for anything but bill me once a month for $79. Again, you're probably in a fluid situation, maybe you're just trying something out. Things change so quickly, you might want to upgrade, downgrade, etc. There's really not much point in paying for, let's say, 3 years in advance, I don't think, even though it's an option. Anyway, that's up to you. But anyway, go ahead, and once you've got your plan, put your details in there, and I'll see you on the other side once we've got that plan all set up.